love both teams as well, but hey, this is not Little League baseball. There has to be a winner. There has to be a loser. Not everybody gets a trophy here, and there's no guarantee that either of these two teams are getting any kind of reward at the end of this season. It is a long, long haul, and it starts here with this match between two teams that I think going into the play-in, nobody expected that they would have a chance at being one of those top three teams. They have a chance to open a lot of eyes here as we start game number one.
Yeah, game number one going to be right off to a quick start. Andy letting us know he might be the sub, but he's getting it done here immediately out the gate. 7 seconds in, they're already up one. Great start here for Stromboli.
Couldn't ask for a better start for Andy coming in as well. All the questions.
Like 4-second goal, you know?
He's even got a question mark after his name. That's great. All
Andy,
the questions.
Am I supposed to be here?
Yeah, all the questions surrounding, hey, okay, so can he replace Heck? Like, can they function? They sure can, at least for the first 7 seconds.
He's already got the first goal and the first save for his team, so Andy's definitely been a factor so far, but we're just getting started here in this matchup. Kinsey going to bring that out of the corner and going to get picked up by J-Pal as he pops that one up, tries to carry it over to make something happen, not going to be able to, and Rodoko going to try and clear that one down. Andy there to break that up.
That was a clever first touch by Rodoko, too, trying to follow that up the side wall. Andy all over it. J-Pal will send this out to midfield, and it is Stromboli back on the attack. J-Pal trying to get one down on target, but this will be popped away. Follow-up is going to go to the corner, and Alraz coming on. His shot from the wing is going to be blocked. Double demo between Rodoko and Andy, and so they play 2-on-2 for a couple seconds. Here comes absolute leverage as that shot just goes wide.
That shot was just about on. Alraz thought it was on as he smashes himself into the post. One to Bike, trying to get that up towards Rodoko possibly. Both of them going to commit on that ball. Kinsey coming in as the third. Need to get back, make sure that ball doesn't get cleared downfield over him. One to Bike with a nice little touch there to buy the team some time to get back downfield and set up for the defense.
One to Mike will play this clear out to midfield, but it is Andy to intercept. Needs one more touch to center. Alraz is there, but so too are Kinsey and Wonder Mike. Another shot on. That one's saved by Rodoko. A team effort to clear that ball away, but here comes Stromboli again until Wonder Mike booms another one away.
Andy going to be able to try and pick that one up in the corner and out to J-Pal. They need to get this back down, get it going. I think that if they can get a 2-3 goal lead here early in game one, they can kind of set the tone and the pace for this. I still think absolute leverage going to be a strong one to take down, but they're looking really good so far against them.
J-Pal does get to this ball, gets it out to Alraz. That's intercepted by one to Mike, and Stromboli will reset again. Kinsey over towards one to Mike. We saw Triple Trouble try to utilize this, and then RCD Espanol later on in the series. Kinsey, his shot, that's going to beat Alraz. We're all tied up.
Great shot out of Kinsey. We saw this earlier in the day, I believe, out of block out here, bring it out wide left, give a little bit of hesitation, and just cut that ball in, get it out ahead of the defender. Very nice play shot.
Well, we've played just about half of game one, and we're no closer to figuring out who's going to take game one. We're right back at a scoreless, wow. At a tie game,
0-0,
yeah, 1-1, yeah,
it's
right.
the same.
Give or take a couple of goals. Here is Andy. From the back line, looking for J-Pal, but he's not going to get there in time. May still be able to play this, but Rodoko comes up instead. Little too passive there on the part of Stromboli. Going to cost them possession and a little more pressure on the part of absolute leverage.
Kinsey going to be able to get out and pick that one up, gets it over. Good backboard defense from Alraz as he clears it out. One to Mike, gets one across. Kinsey with a possible shot here on target as he puts it up towards that upper right 90. Great pass play to get that across. Does great things when you do that.
Yeah,
Hammer coming across makes it hard to challenge that ball.
Yeah, and a challenge fastball too, challenging the defender. Hey, read and react to this. He could not. Absolute leverage. 2 unanswered goals. They're in front. Alraz looking to answer back off the kickoff, but he could not catch up to a ball that just whistled back off the side wall.
Alraz going to bring that one out, try and drop it down on the hand. He gets a second touch, not sure if he wanted it, and that is going to give up the possession to the other squad here for a moment. And one to Mike and Kinsey both coming out for that. That opens up a shot on goal, but it's going to get deflected away by Rodoko.
Played back in for one to Mike to take over. J-Pal intercepts, and he beats the defender. It's Kinsey who he beats. Go figure.
2-2 or, scoreless.
Yeah.
Back to 0-0 again.
Yeah, right.
Again, both teams are doing really well on breaking down the defense. They're getting a couple of these passes, they're getting in there, and they're getting enough rapid succession hits towards the goal that it eventually is just breaking down. Rotation's got to get a little bit stronger on the defensive half. Whichever team can figure out their defensive side sooner will probably take this match.
Back and forth the teams go, trading goals. Now the pendulum seems to have swung in the direction of Stromboli, but Absolute Leverage trying to do something about that. Andy will intercept here. That's going to be stopped by Wonder Mike. He can follow this, but J-Pal pops it away.
That one's going to be over to the corner. Andy's there to receive it. Going to get a little bit of a bump on the ball there. J-Pal sending it down, and we've got almost a double commit situation out of Andy and Alraz there, and that's going to open it up. Luckily, Alraz did make the executive play. Shot on goal from Andy, coming down from the heavens to put that one away.
Death from above as Stromboli jumps back in front. Andy from the ceiling drops this down. Almost impossible to defend. By the time Wonder Mike realized what was going on, it was far too late. Stromboli jumps back in front, and again, momentum is certainly on their side. J-Pal trying to chase this one down. It'll be Wonder Mike instead, as it is Absolute Leverage who again find themselves trailing. Mike does beat Andy to that corner boost. This will angle down, but right at J-Pal. Even better, Alraz gets around Kinsey, so he's got to rush back with 20 to go.
Wonder Mike gets a bit of an odd touch there. That's going to go the way of Andy and J-Pal. They're going to be able to pick that one up, but Kinsey going to come in and break it up as they took way too long to make a play on that ball. I think the communication of who was taking it got in the way.
Wonder Mike, he lets that go. Kinsey. Now Rodoko did not get this in the air, but they're going to get bailed out by Alraz. So Andy's got to come up. That should kill this, and it does. Stromboli almost gave them just a little bit of life at the end, but it is Stromboli. Doesn't matter how many starters they actually have. What matters is they have a 3-2 win in game one.
Very close on number of shots. Both teams, solid offensive attacks. Definitely involved. Rodoko needs to step in a little bit. He needs to get a little bit more involved on the offensive side, but both teams need to figure out their defensive half. That's where the struggle's happening for both of these teams. So I'm going to be interested to see who goes up gets the better defensive plays in game number 2. I think that the defense is going to end up being what wins it in the long haul across this series.
Yeah, hey, outside of that great shot from Andy at the end of the game that gave Stromboli the lead for good, there wasn't a whole lot of passing plays that broke down the defense. It was just shot after shot, and Kinsey getting a ton of power behind a couple of shots and getting answered back by J-Pal blowing one by him. I mean, that's it. It's just hit the ball hard enough, the defense can't react. Yeah, sometimes you throw the ball at the net and good things do happen.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they went for. And Andy, we had a question on whether having a sub in is going to make a difference or not. Maybe they are just a 4-man roster. Andy definitely showed up. He's playing like a starter. He's not playing like a sub right now. We'll see if he can continue that, though.
Now, here's what happens, though. Now, let's say they win this match. There's a lot of Rocket League to be played here. Let's say they sweep Absolute Leverage here, and then Heck plays next week, and they don't win. Maybe they get swept. All of a sudden, now, that's where this old
fourth man becomes an issue. Yeah. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you on that.
But there is a long time between now and then, including at least 2 more games here as we go to Neo Tokyo for Game 2. And a brand new opportunity for Absolute Leverage to get started in this series. It'll be Rodoko taking ball, Kinsey taking boost. And now J-Pal trying to center. He cannot. Doesn't get a piece of Kinsey either. And Wonder Mike will just take his time clearing the ball downfield.
And that one is going to go to Kinsey as he tries to get a shot up into that top corner and tries to get it to come down as a pass. Going to get picked up, though. Alraz goes in, gets broken up by Wonder Mike. And orange possession here once again.
Rodoko trying to follow. Kinsey read that well, and his drive is saved by J-Pal. He will not be beaten this time. Now Rodoko, as that kisses the ceiling, it was on its way down, but Andy made sure there was no rebound off the backboard. Another centering ball. That one's going to be cleared away by Alraz. And so Rodoko will try again, and Alraz will clean this one over to the corner as well.
That one's going to be left in the corner, though. Wonder Mike going to come in. Definitely not the touch he was looking for. Kinsey with the second touch here, and that one is going to get cleared back down. Andy with the challenge against Wanda in the corner. Wanda going to bomb that one downfield.
J-Pow with a great challenge. He doesn't have a lot of boost to work with, and he's not going to find much either. So this will go all the way across. That demo on Andy will leave things to Alraz, who did hustle over there, but our double tap opportunity does not pan out, and Alraz will just play that off to the side.
Kinsey going to try and bring that one across. J-Pow coming off the backboard, going to get a touch. Alraz down to get a block shot there, and Wanda going to try and bring this one down again. Alraz just there for everything at the moment.
J-Pow pops one up, needs Andy to help him out. Communication is there for Stromboli. And now J-Pow will patiently wait for this ball. Try to take it by Rodoko. He does. Kinsey rotating back to the far post. He's going to be called on here on the near side, but that's going to go right to Andy. More of like token pressure there, just trying to dump the ball in, stall them for a little while longer. Alraz steals some more boost, and now you got to start worrying about that on the part of Absolute Leverage. That clear by Rodoko will give them plenty of time and space to work with.
Alraz, good touch here. They're getting them into the corners. They're making good clears. Neither team's been able to show us anything like what we saw in their offensive half last round. I was saying that we needed the defense was going to win games. I didn't mean like this, guys. You still got to play the offensive half strong.
Alraz over to Rodoko. They're not teammates. That creates a problem. And J-Pow will save that one on the goal line. He has been critical defensively for Stromboli. Now here's Andy. Over to the corner. Alraz coming on. His shot. That's going to be on target. Saved by Wanda Mike. Played further by Rodoko. And this is towards the target as well, but saved by Alraz.
Yeah, Andy with the demo there as he went in for that challenge. Rodoko's going to get a touch, and Andy's going to come through, pop it back to J-Pow. Goes forward. Opportunity for Andy. Can't get to it, though. Kinsey going to pop it right back out to him. And finally, a possession and a clear down into the orange half for the blue squad here for Absolute Leverage.
J-Pow trying to play indirect to himself. Instead, it'll be Andy who has to take over. Now Rodoko needs to get on his horse, and J-Pow beats him to the punch. Good challenge by the defensive Stromboli, keeping this a scoreless tie. Yes, actually a scoreless tie this time. Alraz playing one ahead, and that'll be played off to the corner by Rodoko.
I appreciate the confirmation. I don't know that I would have gotten there.
Stromboli does feel like they have had the majority of aggression here, but they have not been able to break through. This time they should. Alraz goes far down and away.
Just high. That fifth man is so tough. We saw him come into play so many times in the EU matches earlier, and finally has a big play here as it saves the ball. Andy, opportunity to bring it up off the top, down off the backboard, can't stay with it though, and Rodoko's going to try and boom one down to Wanda Mike, broken up.
This will kick all the way over for Wanda Mike now, who will get the last surge before overtime, if we get there. Rodoko to the backboard. J-Pow burning a lot of boost to get up there and make sure there's no clean rebound. Alraz now downfield. This is going to pop up and away. Still got a centering ball almost through. Alraz plays one. No. Follow up from J-Pow. Not on target. Alraz will try one more time, but there's nobody to pass to. J-Pow finally comes through, and this should be cleared. No, it is kept up one more time. One last chance, and another near side stop by Rodoko. And now watch them the other way. Absolute Leverage cannot get downfield, and we go to OT.
We're like 30 seconds into OT already. That ball was up forever.
Well,
right out the gate, though, that ball's going to be in the hands of Stromboli. Andy coming down, trying to get a quick one across the goal line. Nobody there to finish it off. J-Pow, though, he's going to come through 12 seconds in, and he's going to send that one home.
That 12-second overtime, and just a little bit of contact there with Wanda Mike took him out of the play. Rodoko couldn't recover. Kinsey couldn't get up in time. And J-Pow wins it for Stromboli after just 12 seconds. And now all of a sudden, The desk goes unanimously for absolute leverage, but it's Stromboli who's up 2-0 in the series.
I figured something out from the other half of the broadcast. We've got to break one of us up so somebody can get something right. I'm just going opposite of you for the rest of the day.
Okay, so I got Stromboli. Stromboli is my official prediction now to win this series.
I don't think we can do that. We can't go back and reset that graphic.
We totally can do that. I just did it.
I'm going to have to take your word for it. You are the veteran here.
I have seniority around here, so yes. Stromboli, my absolute pick to win this series. And they're up 2-0 in the series, so that's good.
J-Pow and Alraz.
He's awesome.
In that last game. Alraz was there for a ton of defenses. J-Pow was the guy on offense, but he was also there for a ton of tough saves. Alraz was there, but none of them were super threatening shots. J-Pow really impressed me that match.
Yeah, and he did a lot of work on the defensive end. I mean, he made some great saves in game one as well. After teams had kind of traded away, really hard shots right through the back of the net, he stepped up his defensive presence, and then in game two, he's the reason, I think the biggest reason, that absolute leverage came up with a goose egg in game two.
Yeah, he's definitely the game two player. Andy, I think, was that guy that showed up and made his statement in game one, hey, I belong here. J-Pow came through and just said, hey, we're staying here. And they are putting a hurting on absolute leverage right now.
So Rodoko, the only player in this whole match that has any rival series experience, no goal participation whatsoever. No goals.
Hey,
no assists.
Sometimes you're that team player that lets the rest of the team get everything, get the feel good. You're the emotional, mastermind behind the scenes of your team.
Well, I wonder what their emotions are like now that they are down 2-0 in the series. Rodoko may need to make his presence known here. J-Pow has made his known all series, and he goes through the defense like a hot knife through butter.
J-Pow just taking that one downfield just ahead. Rodoko not able to get there. It looked like he was going to cut that ball in a lot harder, and he got one to Mike to bite early and backflip into that, trying to get the defense.
It took 19 seconds. It took them 7 seconds in game one. Stromboli.
It took them like 15 minutes in game two, though.
Yeah, you're right. They are all about these quick hitter attacks right out of the gates, and it has worked. If this scoreline holds, they will have a clean 3-0 sweep. That is a terrible touch by Wanda Mike, and Alraz ate him up.
So, first goal going to come out, or second goal for them coming out here. Alraz again getting past. I believe Wanda Mike was the one that just did the backflip on the last play too. So another one going to get past him. A lot of pressure coming at him, and he's not quite able to live up to it at the moment.
A lot of folks very excited to see Wanda Mike get his shot in the rival series, but I'm sure he would like to take a mulligan right now and have this day back. But it is Valentine's Day and not Groundhog Day. So he'll have to settle with these results. They've got 4 minutes to right the ship here. Alraz gets around one, but Rodoko's there. There's still plenty of time for absolute leverage to get back in this series, but with these demos coming in left and right, that's just going to add to the frustration.
That's a play right now, honestly. That is a 200 IQ power move. You start getting those demos, they're already kind of on tilt. They're under pressure. In those moments, if you can start going demo heavy right now, that's a way to just full tilt a team.
J-Pow trying to float one over Rodoko. Follow-up opportunity as Alraz gets there. Andy coming on as well, but he runs into J-Pow. That kills off that attack.
Not quite. Andy is going to be able to pick that one up off the wall. Tries to get it to the back for Rodoko. Going to clear that one away. Battle by J-Pow and Wanda Mike. Going to go the way of Wanda, and they finally get this ball cleared back down into the orange half.
Oh, Andy, clever touch to drop that back for Alraz. They break out very quickly downfield, and this Stromboli team, they are playing with a certain confidence that you do not see many first-time teams in the rival series play with. And this is quite the sight to see right now, as they seem to be picking apart absolute leverage.
They've been playing very well. I haven't seen too many double commit issues. We did see the one bump where they ran into each other, but I think that's just more the camera as J-Pow was trying to come out. They've been on their rotations. They've always had a man back, and they've been very aggressive on getting their attacks, getting some passing plays. So they're impressing me at the moment.
Kinsey forced to bring this all the way back to his own back line and try to reset. They will have possession unless J-Pow gets in the way.
Beautiful challenge.
And again, only 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and J-Pow getting in the way of whatever Absolute Leverage is trying to do. Finally, Wonder Mike will score. They finally got J-Pow out of the net.
I was just about to say, you finally pulled him off the goal line. Andy, the other guy that has been getting those saves for him, not able to get there that time.
2:07 remains in Game 3, a must-win for Absolute Leverage to prolong this series any further. Rodoko, nowhere near the target. Rebound opportunity from Wonder Mike. He's not there. They are bundled up just a little bit defensively, are Stromboli. This is an opportunity for Absolute Leverage. Rodoko taking his time, but his shot is blocked away by Andy. He picked his spot. Wasn't the right choice.
Alraz going to come in and pick this one up. There was a demo that's actually going to be on Stromboli, though. You don't typically see that, the defense demoing the guys in the goal. A little interesting. Alraz shot gonna be just high. Andy there to clean it up, though. And Stromboli go up 3-1.
Andy from Alraz. It's like we're in the summer of 2019 all over again. And this, I think this is a product of Absolute Leverage, kind of feeling the pressure now that they feel like they got to go chasing that second goal, even though they still had a minute plus to work with, and they got caught. And now Stromboli is up by 2, and now the task gets even taller for Absolute Leverage.
This pressure is just building on them more and more as this clock ticks down. It's going to get harder and harder, and you're going to see more desperation plays. Really close one out of Wonder Mike. Ball is up and available. Oh, thought Rodoko was going to have a shot there. Alraz there to break it up.
Bank off the ceiling, well read by Alraz. Does not get this out of the zone. Rodoko brings it in. Still a minute to go. Still time for Alev. They've been in this spot before. They have been down very late in games during the play-in. They have found ways to bring it back, but they are up against a much different beast. A very confident Stromboli squad who like this with a pass over to J-Pow. That's well read defensively. And a chance now as Alev try to get back within 1. They just cannot get anything through, and this will be popped away by Andy. That may be the nail in the coffin unless Rodoko can score right here, and he doesn't.
Kinsey with a shot. Ooh. He is going to get one in there, sneaks it in on the ground. What did you call that the other day?
A worm burner.
A worm burner, that's what it was. Worm burner off of Kinsey into the goal there. Down only 1. It's 21 seconds. They've definitely got the time to get this. Can they get it done, though?
Somebody let James and Yummy know there's a new challenger who's entered the arena. 20 seconds remain. Absolute Leverage trying to hang on for dear life. Oh, what a shot, saved away. Follow-up is saved as well, and that may have been the last gasp. Wonder Mike will play this in. It's popped away by Alraz. 2 seconds, down to 1. Rodoko needs to keep this in the air, and it will be Andy who blocks him. Now Kinsey over to Wonder Mike. They need to find Rodoko. They cannot, and they're not going to find him for 3 seconds. He's taken out, and Stromboli sweeps their way to 1-0.